Welcome back to part 2 of the Asteria Dawncrest character tutorial series. Today, we'll be diving into modeling the face. You'll learn how to create clean, anime-style facial features, set up proper proportions, and ensure your character's face is ready for expressive rigging and animation later in the workflow. If you followed part 1, your reference image setup is already in place, giving us the perfect foundation to start sculpting Asteria's face. By the end of this video, you'll have a fully blocked out anime face ready for refinement in the next part of the series. All right, let's start by creating a plane that will serve as the base for Asteria's face. This is where our character truly begins to take shape. First, make sure you're in object mode. Then press Shift+A to open the Add menu and choose Mesh, then Plane. You'll see a flat plane appear right at the center of the scene. Press S to scale. Move your mouse until it feels just right and left-click to confirm. Now let's position the plane. Press G to grab it and use the X, Y, and Z keys to constrain movement along a single axis while you line it up with the face in the reference image. For better precision, switch to front view by pressing numpad 1. Now that our base plane is in place, let's take the next step in shaping Asteria's face. It will act as our starting canvas for the facial features. With the plane selected, move it carefully to align with one side of the face, right over the cheek area. This smaller plane will give us precise control as we start blocking out the features. Next, we'll make modeling twice as fast by using a mirror modifier. In the modifier panel, click Add Modifier and select Mirror. Make sure it's set to the correct axis, usually X, so that any changes we make on one side of the face are automatically mirrored to the other. Now, anything we sculpt or move on this small plane will perfectly reflect across Asteria's face. This not only saves time, but ensures perfect symmetry, which is key for anime-style proportions. Now that we've duplicated the plane, we're going to move it down to the mouth area to start building Asteria's lips and mouth shape. With the duplicated plane selected, press G to move it and carefully position it over the mouth area of the reference image. Use the X, Y, and Z keys to constrain movement if needed, making sure the plane stays aligned with the front view and sits cleanly along the mouth line. At this stage, we're not adding details yet. We're just placing the geometry where the mouth will be formed. Because we're still using the mirror modifier, everything we build here will automatically reflect to the other side, keeping the mouth perfectly symmetrical. With this plane in place, we're ready to start shaping the lips and defining Asteria's expression. Here, we're just making sure the lips are filled in and that the geometry is sitting in the right place. I'm adjusting the vertices so the mouth area stays clean and closed. Don't worry about detail yet. This is just about getting the structure right. Now we're moving on to the other plane to start creating the eyes. Make sure you're in Edge Select mode. Select the edges, then press E to extrude from the vertices.
What does it truly mean to be human? Seasons tear through my chest. I'm still here, still holding on. If I forgive it all, I'll forget everything. The husband to protect the world have turned gray.
There we go. Now we have the basic outline for the eyes. As long as the outline matches the reference, you're in a good spot.
I quit being human here. I'm done with endless love games. I lost the switch to turn it off. Or maybe it never existed. Two rows of zeros make it feel safe. I never wanted those words. There's a replacement. I never wanted you.
All right, now we're heading back to the mouth, and we'll start extracting directly from the mouth edges. We're just building out the geometry here, keeping everything clean and aligned with the reference. Here we're using a loop cut. A loop cut adds a new edge loop that runs evenly around the geometry. To use it, press Ctrl+R, hover over the mesh until you see the yellow loop, then left-click to confirm. This lets us add more geometry exactly where we need it, without breaking the shape. Loop cuts are great for areas like the eyes and mouth, where you need clean edge flow.
What does it truly mean to be human? Seasons tear through my chest. I'm still here, still holding on. If I forgive it all, I'll forget everything. To protect the world, I've turned grace away. Expect a perfect future. If I accept the pain of resisting life, I reach for freedom in the cracks of fate. Red creation surging, losing ourselves.
Now, we're going to extract from the edges of the eyes and start pulling that geometry toward the mouth. We're extracting from the eye edges and guiding that flow downward to form the chin. This helps define the jaw and keeps the face topology clean.
I seen today to stay awake. I quit being human here. I'm done with endless love games. I lost the switch to turn it off. Or maybe it never existed. Two rows of zeros make it feel safe. I never wanted those words. There's a replacement. I never wanted you to make me disappear at the edge of loneliness. Can you dance alone? I miss the chance to let go of the blades I carried for so long. Don't fall.
You'll see a small magnet icon at the top of the viewport. That's snapping. When it's on, the icon lights up, and your vertices will snap directly onto other vertices as you move them. It almost feels like the points are being pulled together, locking into place. Once the vertices are snapped together, we fuse the edges so the chin becomes one clean shape. This helps because it keeps the geometry perfectly aligned. Snapping makes sure they connect exactly. That means no gaps, no overlapping points, and no shading issues later on.
I step into the flames and make this broken world remember my name.
All right, now we're going to connect the eyes. We're bringing the geometry together so both eye loops flow cleanly across the face. Take your time here and keep everything aligned with the reference.
I decided this would be the end. He asked what happens if you die, and I flew out so sudden, faster than empty.
Select the 4 vertices you want to connect, then press F to create a face. This fills in the gap cleanly. It's perfect for closing loops around the eyes, mouth, or anywhere you need a flat surface.
Refusing to give in. I steady myself. If you forgive it all, you'll forget everything. Gentle destinations, cut off the way home. A sorrowful gaze watches my back, repeating thank you and I'm sorry. I step forward, somewhere I always expect a perfect future. If I accept the unhappiness of resisting life, I search for freedom, recreation.
Now we're extracting from the cheek edges and filling in the inner portions of the cheek. Select the individual edges, press E to extrude, and move the geometry inward to create the cheek volume. This lets us add detail exactly where it's needed, while keeping the shape clean.
There's a replacement at the edge of loneliness. Can you dance alone? I missed the chance to throw away the rusted knife. Don't dry up, keep dancing this waltz. Hey, how is it over there? Goodbyes and silence become clear. This is the beginning. Don't look away, I tell myself. Nice to meet you one last time. Don't sleep, my body screams, my heart pounds, exposed, words left behind.
And here, we're still filling in the inner portions of the cheek.
So I step
I'm extracting from the edges and closing the gaps as we go. This is just about building the surface. The shape will smooth out as everything connects.
I decided this would be the end. You asked me what happens if you die. The thought hit sharp, too sudden, faster than tears. I never cried. If I disappear here, it means nothing. I loved until there's nothing left, and the world closed in on me. Even with light in my chest, I can't stop it crushing me. A waltz of blood and quiet light. So many hands I reach for in vain. So many lonely faces that never show their pain. Hey, if you guys, who do you blame? What does it truly mean to be human? Seasons tear through my chest. I'm still here, still holding on. If I forgive it all, I'll forget everything. To protect the world, have turned gray. Somewhere to stay awake. I quit being human here. I'm done with endless love games. I lost the switch to turn it off. Or maybe it never existed. Two rows of zeros make it feel safe. I never wanted those words as a replacement. I never wanted you to make me disappear at the edge of loneliness. Can you dance alone? I miss the chance to let go of the blades I carried for so long. Don't falter, keep dancing through the pain. Can you see me from over there? Pharaohs and silence, call the truth I bear. This isn't the end, my battle begins. Don't look away. I tell myself this moment calls my name. My heart is broke. I step into the flames and make this broken world remember.
And here we're just making sure the cheeks have a nice curvature. Slightly outward, but not too much. I'm adjusting the vertices to keep the face soft and natural. For anime faces, subtle curves go a long way.
I walk through endless battlefields, my scars unseen. Haunted by the shadows moving in between. Wandering through pathways the mortal world denies. Searching for a doorway past the edges of my mind. And silence broke with a whisper inside. A spark awakening where the spirit can't die. My heart beats slowed as the veil untied. As third eye opening with a violet shine. I'm at the enlightened beings of light in my mind. Lifting my soul far beyond space and time. After all the suffering, I finally comprehend. The frequencies align and all realities bend. Visions rose in a cosmic glow, revealing every truth that darkness tried to hide. The past fell away, the pain let go, and I finally saw the world through awakening eyes. Awaken. I stand, breathing the light, and let the shadows in. Through tormented past, immortalized could find. There in the silence, being light and open my mind. And now the path before me no longer feels confined. My spirit walks the heavens, leaving shadows far behind. The echoes of my suffering fade into the wind. Forever the suffering and my eyes have me locked in. The future opens slowly like a universe unraveled. Every truth aligning when the energies transcend. No longer lost in darkness, no longer blind. I carry the light of the enlightened inside my mind. This is your life, not a script to be read. Don't let the world rewrite you instead. Scars on your soul, wear them like steel. You're the proof the pain was real. They said you played, but you're steady beam. write your fate. A fracture in time, no warrior wakes. Your shadows rise, blades in the dark, falling march lit by your spark. You're not the voice they try to chain. You're thunder wrapped in a rope. Hey, these fragments burn into your skin. Each one a wire you have within. You carry stars inside your scars. You broke, but here you are. So don't forget the fight you set. You're the spark, not the They called you broken, but you were being built. Now when the dust clears, they'll whisper, my opponent had to be invincible.
Here, we're just building the geometry for the outer area of the eye. I'm extracting and placing edges to block in the shape. No detail yet. We're just setting up the structure.
Purpose, we don't flicker, we burn, and the darkness is our stage. In the dead of the night, we rise alone, ashes glowing from fractured tone. No one sees the sparks we hide, but every step burns deep with pride. No spotlight needed, no voice to chase. We burn in silence, we own this space. We're not broken, we've become flame. Every beat now sings our name. They tried to crush what we became, but the darkness is our stage. Symphony of flames, a symphony of flames, rising fists into the night, the night.
Quick tip. If you hold Alt and click on an edge, you'll select the entire loop of edges. This is great for quickly selecting all the edges you need without clicking each one individually. It saves a lot of time when building the face geometry.
No fame, just focus fire, conducting truth through every wire. We're not broken, we become flame. Every beat now sings our name. They tried to crush what we became, but the darkness is our stage. Symphony of flames, a symphony of flames, rising faces through the night.
Now we're going to turn on proportional editing. It looks like a small circle icon at the top of the viewport. When it's enabled, moving one vertex will also move nearby geometry smoothly. You can toggle it with O and use the mouse wheel to control how much of the mesh is affected. This helps us shape the cheeks naturally instead of creating sharp, uneven bends. When proportional editing is on, you'll see a circle with a number next to your selection. That number shows the influence radius, how far the movement spreads across the mesh. As I scroll the mouse wheel, that number goes up or down. A smaller number means only nearby vertices move. A larger number means more of the face is affected. For areas like the cheeks, a medium value gives you smooth, natural shaping. Here, we're starting to give the face some 3D depth by using the side reference image. I'm moving the geometry along the side views so it's not just flat anymore. This is where the face begins to feel more three-dimensional.
You to say there's a replacement at the edge of loneliness. Can you dance alone? I miss the chance to throw away the rusted knife. Don't dry up, keep dancing this waltz. Hey, how is it over there? Goodbyes and silence become clear. This is the beginning. Don't look away. I tell myself, nice to meet you. One last time. Don't sleep. My body screams. My heart pounds. Exposed. Words left behind aren't enough. So I step forward again.
Right here, we're applying the scale to the mesh. I pressed Ctrl+A, and this menu pops up. We're choosing Scale. This tells Blender to make the current size of the model its true size. When you scale an object without applying it, Blender still thinks it's the old size. That can cause problems later with modifiers, mirroring, snapping, and animations. By applying scale, we reset it to 1, 1, 1, so everything behaves correctly. You'll see the objects stay the same size, but in the transform panel, the scale values snap back to 1. That's how you know it worked.
You ask me what happens if you die. The thought hits sharper sudden, faster than tears. I never cry. If I disappear here, it means nothing. I loved until there was nothing.
Here, we're aligning the lip vertices by closing them together.
Even with lies,
This helps us define exactly where the opening of the lips will be.
quiet lights on
I'm moving the vertices slowly so the mouth stays clean and symmetrical.
show their pain. If you pass, who do you blame? What does it truly mean to be human? Seasons tear through my chest. I'm still here, still holding on. If I forgive it all, I'll forget everything. Gentle doors slam me away. The hearts meant to protect the world have turned gray. Somewhere we still expect a perfect future. If I accept the pain of resisting life, I reach for freedom in the cracks of say. Recreation surging, we're losing ourselves, holding a reason I can't resolve. I seem to stay awake. I quit being human here. I'm done with endless love games. I lost the switch to turn it off, or maybe it never existed. Do rows of zeros make it feel safe? I never wanna go where tears are replacements. I never wanted you to make me disappear. At the edge of loneliness, can you dance alone? I miss the chance to let go of the blaze that carry for so long. Don't falter, keep dancing through the pain. Hey, can you see me from over there? Thousand silence, 'cause the truth I This isn't the end. My battle begins. Don't look away. I tell myself this moment calls my name. Don't sleep, my body screams, my heart exposed. I stepped into the flames. I decided this would be the end. He asked what happens if you die, and I flew out so sudden, faster than empty tears. Disappearing you would mean nothing. Hardened like a candle, a waltz of blood, so many hands left unheld.
And that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for staying with us all the way through. Seriously, you're doing a great job. In this lesson, we finished the front portion of the face, focusing on clean geometry, proper edge flow, and aligning everything to our reference. If your model doesn't look perfect yet, that's totally okay. What matters is that the structure is there. Stay tuned for the next video, where we'll continue building and refining the character. Thanks again for watching, and keep up the awesome work. Oh, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel at Blue-Scalez. It really helps support the channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.